Hi guys, it's Sheila G here for Distro TV Desi and your weekly roundup, and today I have some lovely little stories for you. I'll be talking about the spiritual combination of Deepak Chopra and comedian Lilly Singh, Kim Kardashian's Christmas antics, some music news including Zack Knight's new release Tumhari Jagga and Arjun's beautiful song dedicated to his late wife One Last Time, Miss World 2019 presenter Caroline Flack quitting Love Island, the release of Dabanng 3 with the man we love Salman Khan, the trending Netflix movie Marriage Story, and of course some recommendations of all-time classic Christmas movies, as well as an amazing hack on how to wrap your presents. That's right guys, I have the juice, so stay tuned. Deepak Chopra, a world-renowned author, spiritual guru and advocate for alternative medicine, and Lilly Singh, an Indo-Canadian comedian with her own talk show. What do you get when you combine both forces? Well, it recently happened when Deepak Chopra went on the late-night Lilly Singh show. Boy, was it entertaining.
What's your favorite place to eat or drink?
Babuji.
Okay.
So I came across this little snippet of the show about Deepak Chopra never getting angry. That's right guys, he never gets angry. It's so funny. She even gives him a number of scenarios to test what he'd do instead of getting angry. Now, even though Mr. Chopra never has to wait in line, he says that he would rather write a book than get angry. And then he replies to Lilly, what he does as well is that he has this mantra called Take It Easy, and gets Lilly Singh to then say, I am aham.
So get rid of Lilly Singh.
So just get rid of Lilly.
That's not your real identity. That's your provisional identity.
So I am aham.
Anyway, so on her show, she does this little challenge with Deepak Chopra where her aim is to try and distract him, to test him on whether he can maintain his focus or surrender. Now, she really tries to distract him. I mean, by whispering in his ear, singing naughty songs, and even munching crisps into his ear, and then popping bubble wrap, no joke. Then she slurps on spaghetti. Oh my God, when I was watching, I couldn't believe how deep into meditation Deepak Chopra was, and then in the end, Lilly just gives up. Deepak tries to tell her she can do the same. Now, I also really like the part of the show, Deepak or Tupac. It's basically a list of quotes, and you have to try and guess whether Tupac Shakur, the rapper, said that or Deepak Chopra. It's actually really interesting. One of the quotes is, "We live as ripples of consciousness in the vast ocean of consciousness." So deep.
If you think Tupac said that, make some noise. If you think Deepak said that, make some noise.
It kind of really shows how deep rappers are too, and they're not really too far off from the minds of philosophers and spiritual gurus. So, you know, I think that it was such an entertaining show, and I actually loved Lilly's burst of energy in all her shows. Being a spiritual junkie myself, it was so nice to see Deepak Chopra on her show sharing his wisdom and showing us all the importance of meditation. I would say when it comes to photoshopping, it's like an art, right? Especially when it's done properly and convincingly. So take a look at this photograph. Is there anything a little off or not quite right about it? Look again. This adorable Christmas card, which features Kim, husband Kanye West, and children North, Palm, Chicago, and Saint, is quite the cozy picture, isn't it? It features the family clad in cream and grey sweats sitting on a set of stairs with a grinning Saint and a perfectly angelic looking North. But if you haven't noticed, Kim's daughter North has been photoshopped into this image. Now, on a recent appearance on the Ellen DeGeneres show, Kim admitted that her eldest daughter had actually been added to the card as part of a composite after refusing to participate in the photo shoot. So she told Ellen that North just didn't want to be part of the shoot. So Kim just told her that was fine. But then, as most kids do, the next day, North changed her mind and decided she wanted to be in the family photograph or Christmas card after all. So then Kim dragged the photographer back to her pad the next day and then got him to take isolated pictures of North, as they weren't all going to go and get their makeup and hair done again, right? Then all the photographer had to do was just Photoshop her into the family image. To be honest, I didn't really spot it at first, but I do think it's kind of cool. You know, when you're a Kardashian, you can pretty much make anything possible, right? Now, I think the photographer's done an amazing job, and I always marvel at these celebrity Christmas photos, especially last year's one when Kim got the whole clan together. Check this out. I suddenly realized when I saw this how many girls there are in the family, wowzers, and how they all managed to keep their eyes open is quite baffling to me. I think it's really cool that this family can make a Christmas photo look so perfect, right? But then we don't really know how many takes it took to make it so perfect, do we? I'm guessing several hours, maybe? Kim, you never cease to amaze us with how effortless you make it look every single time. Last week, I spoke of the Miss World competition which contestants from all around the world were preparing for, but now it's happened, and I'm so pleased to say that Miss Jamaica won the title of Miss World 2019 with India's Suman Rao becoming second runner-up. But guys, did you know that Miss Jamaica also seems to have a partial Indian heritage? Her name is Toni Ann Singh, and when I came across her full name, it definitely made me think that she had some sort of Indian links, right? I mean, Singh can't exactly translate into anything else. So I found out that her father, Bradshaw Singh, is actually Indo-Caribbean and her mother is lovely African-Caribbean mix. So she's basically a beautiful mix of Caribbean, African and Indian. What a melange, wouldn't you agree? This 23-year-old Jamaican was declared the winner at a televised event hosted by British television personality Piers Morgan, held at the Excel in London. And although the talent round really showcased everyone's amazing talents, it was Toni Singh's talent which was off the hook. Check this out. Singing a cover of Whitney Houston's gorgeous hit, I Have Nothing, she just wowed everyone, especially Judge Piers Morgan, who's since been urging Simon Cowell to sign her up. No joke. Guys, not only is she stunning, but she's also got an incredible voice, and Singh is a student of women's studies and psychology at Florida State University, soon aspiring to be a medical doctor as well. Her Instagram post to announce her title was super emotional. She said, "My heart is filled with love and gratitude. Thank you so much for believing in me. You pushed me to believe in myself. I am not only honored, but humbled to be the 69th Miss World. Thank you to my family and to my friends. The love and support you poured into me now allows me to pour into the world." That's really deep. And then she thanked her mother, saying, "I love you, I love you, I love you. I wish to become even half the woman you are. You are my strength, my #1 supporter, hashtag cheerleader, hashtag fan, and my absolute best friend." What a sweet post. But it was really this photo which truly touched me. Literally her and her parents embracing each other just moments after winning her crown. She wrote, "If my mother and father are the roots and I am the tree, then really any work that I do, anything that I am able to change in the world is the fruit of their labor." How cute is that? So deep and just wow. It's so amazing to see beauty, humbleness, and so much talent in one individual. Congratulations to Toni Ann Singh for winning the title of Miss World 2019. I'm sure we'll be seeing great things from her during her reign. It's been all over the news recently, presenter Caroline Flack quitting as presenter for Love Island after assault charges because she says she didn't want her personal life to detract attention from the upcoming series. There have been a significant number of media reports and allegations in regards to my personal life, she told her followers. The thing is, guys, it's not exactly a minor charge. Flack has actually been charged with assault by beating following an incident at her London home. Now, no details have been revealed as to who the victim actually is, but reportedly it involves her boyfriend, tennis player Lewis Burton. Can you just imagine the drama and seriousness if Caroline has to quit a show? I mean, she's been hosting Love Island since 2015, and she just reportedly negotiated a $1.3 million a year contract with ITV for the next 3 years, which included her jobs hosting the show, appearing in the Uber Eats adverts before the show, and then hosting the spin-off show After Sun. All of that shattered, and now she's put a spacious 1.1 million London flat up for sale. Can you just imagine what she's going through? Her boyfriend's actually spoken out to defend his girlfriend, saying what an honest and loyal girlfriend she is, still posting images of them on his story with heart emojis. He reportedly told Sky News, "I'm tired of the lies and abuse aimed at my girlfriend. This is not a witch hunt. This is someone's life." Now, what I can't really understand is that if the assault has been on him, does that mean that he's kind of regretting his actions and that he's changed his mind? It's all a little mind-boggling, and people all over Twitter are also finding it a reason to add their little memes and voice their thoughts. Check this one out. And then this one kind of spells it all out. It's captioned, The BBC 6 p.m. news is featuring the Caroline Flack story. How on earth is this possibly worthy of mainstream news? There is a prostate cancer story after it, FFS. I swear this world is getting worse. So I gotta say, I kind of agree with this post. It really has been all over the news, all over social media, and we've all been super bombarded, haven't we? And then there's all the rumors of who's gonna replace her on Love Island, and the favorite apparently happens to be Caroline Flack's friend, Laura Whitmore. Ouch. Now, if that happens, I know it's just business, but what does that mean for their friendship? I'm sure Caroline Flack won't be too pleased. Now, I can fully understand why Flack has decided to stay away from social media and is keeping her head down low. You know, when your personal life and something as serious as this is all over the news, I guess when you're in the limelight, you really have to think about every single move, both in and out of the spotlight. I'm sure in time we'll learn about all the gory details, but for now, I think everyone needs to cut Miss Flack some slack and just leave her alone. Instead, Love Island fans should just be looking forward to a new face. Change can be a good thing, you know. Zack Knight has released a new track called Tumhari Jagga, which in English means your place, and what a lovely song it is, with all the trademarks of Zack Knight's unique vocals, strong melodies, and a broken heart, of course. Perfect in time for Christmas, right? The video is certainly exotic to say the least, shot in South Africa with quite a simple outdoor background. The girl in interest is on a date with another guy, and Zack's sort of looking on, reflecting, and missing her, as well as their times together. It's almost as though he's like this ghost overlooking the couple. But then what struck me was this caption that sort of comes up after a flashback scene of him and that same girl at the end of the video. It says, "It's funny how fast people change. One day you can mean everything to someone, the next day they treat you like you don't even exist." Wow. I thought that's deep, and could there be some real life allusions to a past flame of Zack's perhaps? It's a short and sweet video, around 2.5 minutes long, but has a real catchy melody and the heartfelt vocals of Zack, of course. Let's face it, with the fan base Zack has, he can pretty much record a simple video like this one and still get it trending on YouTube. Now, one fan wrote, "Zack's voice, really good composition, love the complexity of the notes going upstairs and downstairs and the embellishments. Couldn't have put it better myself." Now, his fans love him and his support network is great, isn't it? He posted a note the other day on his Twitter saying, "Can't wait to give you more music to stream in a few days." And the post had an image of the streams he's had on Spotify. Guys, 41.4 million. And 4.3 million listeners in 79 countries. Now those numbers are just staggering, aren't they? Now, even when I played the model in his video, Love Control, I was already sold in the song before we even began shooting, not to mention the melody and the exotic location of Mykonos in Greece. And if you guys didn't know it was me writhing around like a mermaid in the water, now you do. Yes, Zack's on fire right now, and he's also used the Love Controller background on a highlights video of his Africa tour, where he performed in 4 cities, including Nairobi and Cape Town. He's definitely pulling the hits and performances out of the bag, isn't he? I think it's great that he's merging the East with the West in such a cool way. The few English lyrics dotted across his videos also showcase his ability to sing just as well as any other pop artist out there, don't you agree? Well, we love your new song, Zack, and I'm sure in 2020, your streams will more than double if you keep churning out these little beauties. When you're an artist at the peak of your career and your whole world shatters after you discover that your partner has passed away, it's a difficult road, and I have no idea how I would ever come back from anything like that if it happened to me. British Indian singer Arjun, who was the most viewed Asian artist back in 2016 and has graced us all with so many gorgeous songs, has now released a song called One Last Time, dedicated to his late wife, who passed away less than a year after they got married. Back in September 2018, when he announced what had happened on social media, the world was truly shocked. Understandably, Arjun had to go off the radar for a while, but recently he's been posting some very motivational posts about bouncing back, including this beautiful message on Instagram to mark the 1 year since she had passed. It included the words, "Trying to be strong for you because I know you would not want me to fold and give up." It was truly touching. Now, this beautiful song, One Last Time, has got real footage of the couple with cute, candid clips from their phones when they were dating, and even the most gorgeous wedding clips of Natasha and Arjun in this exotic location in both traditional and modern attire, including a beautiful dress that Natasha is wearing. It's a white gown. Now, when I listened to this song, guys, I'm not gonna lie, my eyes welled up. Here's an example of a timeless tribute to the love of your life in the form of a song. The heartfelt lyrics, Arjun playing on the piano with candles around him, and the words right at the end. So Tash, if you can hear me, I promise I'll keep on singing. I promise I'll keep believing because I still feel your spirit. Now, although it's so sad, Arjun has also turned it into an empowering song saying that he'll always keep going because his wife was also his biggest fan and never stopped supporting him.
I used to fall asleep in your arms, and when I was lost, girl, you gave me focus. You gave me strength when I was at my lowest. I gave you everything I had, hope you know that. And I want the whole world to know that.
This video and song is so different to anything I've seen released this year or ever, in fact, where we can literally hear his every emotion. If you haven't seen the video, guys, watch it, but make sure you have a box of tissues because you're really going to need them. Dabanng 3 is now showing worldwide, and muscle man Salman Khan is channeling his innate style and swagger into his role as super cop Chulbul Pandey. It's an action adventure spearheaded by a cheeky cop with a conscience. As far as superheroes go, Salman Khan is the closest thing when he plays this role where he kind of makes his own rules along the way. Now, as far as the storyline goes, Dabanng 3 is a prequel to how Pandey came to be who he is. It takes you back into his past and what he was like before he came to be this fearless yet corrupt cop. I like to use the analogy of Robin Hood, who steals from the rich to feed the poor. Now, Salman's been super excited promoting the movie, as is clearly seen when you check out the Instagram videos that he's been posting. Here's a snippet of a video where he's coming out of a private jet, of course, as you do, in Chennai with his crew members. And then this one where he comes out of a jet in Bengaluru captioned, "Team arrives in Bengaluru for promotions." And then I came across this real candid video captioned, "Dabanng girls on a roll." There was something so raw and candid about that video, almost like it was one of those videos recorded on an old smartphone from like 10 years ago. Check it out. I really like this little promotional video too of Salman and Sonakshi Sinha.
आजकल बोलोरो में ना खूब छेद कर रहा है, तो सोचा स्टूडियो में बैठकर मैच का मजा लिया जाए।
Doesn't she look great, guys? We've got to remember that Sonakshi made her Bollywood breakthrough as Chulbul Pandey's wife with Dabanng back in 2010. Now, many would say that she can easily be credited as Khan's discovery, but she always addresses him, claiming that her learning process with Khan has not stopped. She recently told a magazine, "I can't believe that it's already been 9 years and I'm here with another Dabanng, which would be my 25th film. It's crazy the kind of work I've done, and I've learned so much over the years. It has been a fantastic journey. I would not change a thing about it." Well, her Instagram and other socials certainly show her excitement. I came across this video captioned, "Rehearsals done, waiting for the show. Hashtag Dabanng tour reloaded." And then this post where Salman Khan, of course, is flexing his muscles, captioned, "In just 10 days, we will bring you this decade's biggest and the baddest fight ever." Well, we're stoked that this duo is back on the big screen, a movie spiced with a larger-than-life hero and such great songs. What more would we want to watch this Christmas, hey? Okay guys, Marriage Story is out on Netflix, and yes, I decided I'd jump on the bandwagon to watch one of the most trending movies right now. And what did I think of it? Well, it's captivating, unique, at times quite intense, and actually quite a watch for the serious movie heads out there. Now, if you didn't know, it stars the gorgeous Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver as a couple with a young child who are in the midst of a complicated separation and divorce. The drama sees their characters, Charlie and Nicole, agonize over their careers, custody of their son, and their individual perceptions of promises made and promises broken over the course of their marriage. It's actually a very different movie compared to what else is out there right now, and it really is all about the acting. The scenes, like every single one of them, are quite theatrical almost. In fact, Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson have acted in such a way that they've both received Golden Globe nominations for their performances. Now, I don't like to give too much away, so I won't spill the beans completely, as I really want to avoid any spoilers, but I will tell you that there's this one scene where Adam Driver, who plays the role of a theatre manager, playwright and director, goes into full song, literally in the middle of a bar, and I think he's got a pretty good voice. Now, I gotta say, at times it really does feel like you're watching some sort of an amazing theatre production, and it seems fans have also been sharing their thoughts. Well, they've certainly been going meme crazy, and those going through messy divorces with kids are clearly resonating with the movie. Check this out. Now that's a scene where Adam and Scarlett, or should I say Charlie and Nicole, are sitting across each other in the movie trying to work things out and avoiding lawyers. Oh boy, Miss Piggy and Kermit the Frog photoshopped onto their faces kind of spells out a love-hate relationship, doesn't it? Oh, and this one captioned, "I thought I made it through #marriage story without crying. Just enjoying as the complexity built and the fighting escalated, but then they got me right at the end of the movie." And then this one, which relates to that scene where Adam goes into full song. Guys, there are loads more memes and people do overall love the movie. All I'd say is it may not exactly be relatable to young teens who can't even fathom the idea of marriage, let alone a divorce. Now, if you want to be transported into a theatrical movie full of emotion and of course, first class, very realistic acting, then it's definitely worth a watch, guys. Check it out. Festive period is in full flourish, as they say, and that means holidays, and then that means lots of Christmas TV, right? Whatever shows are on TV right now, you can't really beat all those amazing Christmas movies that never seem to age. You know, the ones which are on at Christmas every single year. Those real timeless ones. And what a range there is. There's horror, there's comedy. And quite frankly, there's never a lack of options, good, bad, or confusing, that can fill many hours of the holiday season. Here is my list of the top 5 I would recommend, which I would call classic, timeless Christmas movies. Number 1, in my humble opinion, has to be Love Actually. Richard Curtis's star-studded romantic comedy loved by pretty much every human being I've ever come across. The multi-narrative film has arguably influenced a number of other holiday-centered comedies over the last decade, wouldn't you agree, including Desi ones? I mean, it never really ceases to surface. I even had an ex-boyfriend, tried to reenact that doorstep scene, you know, when the doorbell rings and this guy who has a crush on Keira Knightley is standing there mouthing to her that she should call out to her hubby that it's carol singers. And then he basically has these placards with written confession of how he feels about her. Now, even Boris Johnson reenacted this famous doorstep scene as part of his Vote Conservative campaign. And here's a little snippet for you if you haven't seen it. Well, it worked, didn't it? He won. And it's as cheesy of a Christmas movie as you can get on the big screen. But it's one of those Christmas movies you can watch every single year and still enjoy. Then there's a 1996 movie Jingle All the Way with Muscle Man Arnold Schwarzenegger, who plays a busy man continuously letting his young son down and promises that this Christmas that he will get him the Turbo Man action figure, the most coveted toy of the holiday season. But he's not the only dad who's made this promise, which then leads him to a real showdown with another father, hilariously played by Sinbad. Just to watch Arnie in full-on comedy mode itself is enough to watch this, right? I just love his little one-liners like, "Where is your Christmas spirit?" as he angrily stares into this guy's face.
Where's your Christmas spirit?
Okay, really far from reality, but we love out of touch with reality during Christmas period, don't we? Oh, and if you love little fluffy things, animals included, Gremlins is the movie for you, but not if you can't stomach a little horror. The 1984 horror comedy is all about a mystical Chinese creature known as a mogwai named Gizmo. When fed after midnight or touched by water, gives birth to mischievous little monsters. And these little gremlins are as mean as anything, guys. When I first watched it, I was so enticed by Gizmo, I actually wanted a little pet just like him, no joke. Then the idea of anything monstrous linked to a pet like this one put me off totally. I think I even had a few nightmares, but still, this movie never gets old. I'd also recommend Elf. If you haven't watched it, where have you been every single Christmas, guys? Will Ferrell, one of my favorite actors, is a clownish orphan raised by Santa and his elves in the North Pole. Only a role Mr. Will Ferrell could pull off, right? He goes on to locate his biological father in this absurd fish out of water fantasy. I mean, it truly is entertaining and every step of the way leaves you in hysterics. I've watched it a number of times, I still laugh at all the hilarious moments, and I can honestly say it really fits in with an all-time Christmas classic movie. Last but not least, can you guess? Can you guess? So it's a movie that I must have watched 100 times Home Alone with Macaulay Culkin, where a young boy is forgotten by his family and forced to battle a couple of dimwit thieves played by Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern around Christmas. It definitely is an enduring children's adventure from director Chris Columbus and writer John Hughes. Now, I absolutely love it, and it's sure to entertain the entire family whilst Macaulay Culkin thinks up new plans on how to trick these thieves using his little creative mind, including little booby traps dotted around his house. To me, this movie never gets old. Macaulay Culkin is now 39 years old and he was 10 when he starred in Home Alone. So the movie is like 29 years old. That's just crazy. The fact that it's still all over telly during the festive period is real proof that this movie will never be too old to watch. As my mum always says, old is gold. Okay guys, for my final story of the week, and I'm hoping it's one which will really stick with you. Now, I'm not sure about you all, but when it comes to wrapping gifts, I'm totally useless. And as always, I end up using too much paper or not enough, underestimating the amount that I need, getting the sellotape all tied up and scrunched up together, making it unsuitable to use. And it's just so difficult to make the wrapping look so perfect. You know, when you get your presents professionally gift wrapped with the bows and the strings. But then I came across this little trending story on Twitter on how to wrap your gifts in a simple, efficient, and professional way. Check this out. So all this time I've been throwing away wrapping that's too small, but look at this. You can turn the item diagonally on the wrapping and manage to fit it in. As you can imagine, the responses on Twitter have been quite amusing. Look at this one, caption. What kind of sorcery is this? And why did no one tell me sooner? Brackets, all those years of wasted wrapping paper and late night Christmas Eve tears. Guys, I hope by the time you watch this, it's not too late and that it helps you in some way. If not, then you can follow this little Japanese gift wrapping hack. This video has had over 11 million views, so people are definitely searching on how to wrap presents properly, including me. Now you can follow this step-by-step tutorial or the very simple Twitter video of placing your gift diagonally on the paper itself. Yes guys, I've tried it. Yes, it works, and I think it will make your gift wrapping experience a lot more enjoyable and pain-free. On that note guys, I'm gonna go off and finish the rest of my wrapping. I still have loads to do, but with these little Christmas wrapping hacks, I'll be done in half the time and may even squeeze in a little visit to the nail salon. Wishing you all an amazing Christmas wherever you are in the world. Remember guys, Christmas is a time to be with your loved ones, celebrate and smile. It's a time to appreciate all the beautiful little things around us, as well as a chance for us ladies to wear little red dresses like I'm wearing. Whether you have a traditional Christmas feast, including a turkey, an Indian Christmas meal including pakoras or whatever you're having, or even a vegan meal, enjoy the food guys. It's the only time we can really indulge without feeling guilty, so go for it. Be merry, be happy, and enjoy every moment of this festive period. Oh, and before I go, don't forget, you can watch us on distro.tv/Desi, or you can stream on Fire TV, Apple TV, as well as Roku. Just sit back and enjoy loads of free content on your phone by downloading our app from the iPhone and Android stores. Loads of stuff for you guys this Christmas. As always, you'll be wowed for sure. See you soon.